Okay, so today we're gonna make one of my childhood favorites, except when I was a child we bought it, we didn't make it. So it's sesame seed candy, and you need 1 cup of whole sesame, and then you need to toast it until it is light brown, stirring it quite a bit. And then while that's just starting to heat up, I have a little bit before my pan actually gets hot. And you're gonna need a cup of sugar and a ½ cup of maple syrup. Okay, so this is our very favorite maple syrup. I mentioned in another video that we will buy Azur's maple syrup when we have to, but this is what we buy from the Mennonites. And it's Blanchard Sugar Bush Pure Michigan maple syrup, and it's wood fired. This is a kind of a generic, it's going to be different brands, and that's why I'm saying which one we're doing. It's wood fired, not reverse osmosis, so the flavor is way more intense. Okay, you can see some of them are starting to get a little brown to them, but they still have quite a ways to go. Once it gets the pot gets a little warm, you don't really want to stop stirring. And also, a flatter pan would have been better for this, but my only flat pans are cast iron, and I just didn't feel like using it tonight. So, which probably would have been a better choice. But once these all get a little brown, I'll show you, and then we will move on to the next step. Okay, so this is nice and toasted. It's all creamy, with a little bit of them are browned. So come on in and look at that. So I'm going to set these aside in this smaller saucepan, and then I'm going to do the next step. So the next thing we're going to do, is caramelize the sugar. Caramelize basically means melt and brown. All right, it's starting to go. You can see the syrup happening. This is a hurry up and wait thing. Like you're waiting, and all of a sudden it's gone. It's done. So you just have to be okay with being bored. And maybe, as Tasha Tudor says, maybe you should just pull out Shakespeare while you're standing here.
Don't get too engrossed in it.
Yeah. Okay, the sugar is done. So we're going to add in the maple syrup and get it up to... That's scary, man. Get it up to there. That's exactly what we're... Okay.
Don't stop stirring. Don't stop stirring.
It's actually kind of solidifying a little bit.
Yeah, gelled. Because the maple syrup was colder.
Right. So, mix this in well. Hey, Nay, come over here and rub butter just in the middle of this cookie sheet.
Over here, Naomi.
Right here. Just open the end. Perfect, perfect. Oh, that smell of that.
It smells like molasses,
Smells good.
and it smells like a candy.
Molasses?
Kind of looks like whenever we made the millet.
Smells like maple syrup.
Stuff.
This is probably a no-no. It's probably not going to mix in well, but let me get that last tablespoon in there.
Just the middle of the cookie sheet. Whoa, this is really good.
Oh, you shouldn't have pushed so hard. It's been out here softening.
Like I don't have a thinking about it.
All right, stop. That's good. All right. Now I need a little boop. Come on, flop, 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 flop. There we go. All right, put this in the fridge.
Okay.
Wrap it better. So a tablespoon of butter. The whole recipe is a cup of sugar, ½ cup maple syrup, cup of sesame seeds toasted, and a tablespoon of butter. All right, that's not going to scrape clean, so that's going to be a taster.
I can lick it.
It's boiling hot. Don't touch it.
Okay. So now, till I can lick it.
20 minutes or something. Okay, so now, we will let that sit. We'll let that start to cool down, and then we'll score it. So we'll be back in a minute. So as this is sitting here, I'm using the knife upside down so I don't ruin the edge. But I'm just kind of, until it's a little bit more solidified, it wants to keep spreading. And so I am just not keeping my hands off it basically. But I'm an impatient cook, and so I like to fiddle the whole time. And since I can't walk away from this, flies and such, you know, I'm fiddling with it. So moves together, stays together. I think that we're in a spot working on the barn, which will be our house, if I haven't said that, or if you haven't heard me say that. So I'm going to score this, and then when it's totally cool, I'll be able to break it into pieces. So you go about halfway down, and then, Nate, can you wait till I'm done? And then, oh yeah, the sides are starting to get really firm. Then when it's totally cool, it will just snap apart. I'm cutting it into little rectangles, like they came when I would get them. I've gotten them for my children a few times. You can find them at the health food store or Asian markets as well.
They're really chewy when you get them. They're not like really hard.
Well, some of them you find are hard, and some of them you find are chewy.
I like the chewy ones.
You like chewy? Mm-hmm. Chewy, chewy. They're getting close. Right, so these are done. Ooh. I had a daughter put down ice cubes over here, and I had to kick her off. So that's what the water is. These, I probably should have gone a little bit longer. I mean, I obviously should have. These do have a little bit of warmth in them. I kind of freaked out when it went in, so, and started solidifying. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to get this done. But I should have kept cooking just a little bit longer. The flavor is completely spot on.
Can I try some?
And
Some of the kids did say
they're
they like
just
them
a
chewier
little
though.
too soft.
Those look amazing.
Nobody's gonna cry about it, but here though. So cook that a little bit longer. Don't freak out when, what do you think?
It's like caramel.
Simeon, you wanna come try one?
Kind of tastes like caramel.
Actually, these are quite hard. I think they just need to set up a little bit longer. But cook them just a tiny bit longer because, as you can see, a little bit of it pulled out. You getting it? Longer. But they're almost, this one is almost snappable. So, they're good. They're
Chewy.
How much do you think they taste like the ones at the store?
The ones that I had in my pinata, Lily made other candies. This is better.
This is better?
In the store. Yeah, these are way better.
I think the other ones are
They're
honey.
corn syrup and
They're corn
honey.
syrup?
Corn syrup and honey, yeah.
corn syrup and honey. So at least you cut out the corn. At least you cut out the corn syrup with these. They're very good. You're gonna have to try one. But thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.